Greetings, fellow Dogorians, and I'm with George.
You actually remember to intro?
I remember this time.
Hello,
previous
guys.
occasion.
Welcome to Gore
did
TV.
Forget. Yeah, this is SOM Weekly, and I think most people know who we are now. Yeah, we're a weekly show review of the news that's come in, and we get questions from people.
And we answer. Come here every Thursday, no,
Friday we upload, Thursday we record.
Friday normally around midday.
Yeah, it's usually I usually edit it first thing in the morning. I usually just wake up and do it then, and then put it up when it's ready. So yeah.
So around midday.
And
subscribe to make sure you don't miss the next one.
Yep. And yeah, the news that we've got this week is what the game's going to be displayed on the ps4. We've got a couple of articles. One by IGN, who George's favourite company. If you've seen the other, and we've also got one from Segment Next. About an interview with Michael Deplatier, a little bit of news from a developer which is personal to us. We will reveal later on in the episode, and then me and George are going to have a little bit of a debate towards the end, and then we go into the questions. And there's 4 of them this week, only 4, but yeah.
Are they the same people? I think Stephen Gray's new, isn't he? Stephen
Gray is new. Guan here, I think we've had him.
We've had him.
Sweet Brady is a returned guy. We hadn't had him before. Mark he's comment. No Glow in the Grey this week. Where the fuck are you? Cheating bastards!
Probably on another channel what doesn't exist, because we're the only channel what does this.
Yeah, and yeah, let's go in now. George is going to be the main commenter on this part of the news, as is this Shadow of Mordor on the PS4 will be on 1080p and will be pushing for 60 frames per second.
Nothing about Xbox One, because Xbox One has been very lackluster with that kind of scenario due to the architecture is a bit lower than the PS4 due to the RAM and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people in the comments started going apeshit, going like, why isn't it going on the Xbox One? But go,
it's going on the Xbox One. There's no doubt about it.
I know. I mean this kind of thing.
It's just that the architecture is a bit hard to do on Xbox One. We've seen it on multiple games actually. That it's like, I think it was PS4 was only Call of Duty Ghosts on Xbox One was only 720p, 30 frames per second, while on the PS4 it was 1080p. And I don't know if it pushed for 60 frames per second. I don't really care about Call of Duty Go anymore. But that's an example. The PS it's harder to actually get for 1080p and 60 frames per second on the Xbox One. So that's probably the reason they haven't really announced anything yet on the Xbox One, because they actually don't know if they'll be able to get it.
Yeah, because on the article that it was published on, he was trying to kind of avoid the question when they asked him, what about the Xbox One? And he was like, nothing's been confirmed yet. So he was kind of trying to avoid answering that question.
Yeah, it's obviously they're not going to have 1080p and 60 frames per second on the Xbox One.
Yeah, they seem pretty boastful about it. And is that like the normal standard?
For PS4, that's what most games are trying to reach. Like Last of Us trying to reach that and everything. Because 1080p is a big improvement, and 60 frames per second is a big step up.
Yeah.
You've never really played a 60 frames per second game, right? You're right. You played Skyrim.
Assassin's Creed. Is that 60? Infamous, that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Watch Dogs.
Yeah, but you can tell the difference though.
Can you?
Yeah, I can. You see, when you go play between the two, like 314 on PS3, Xbox 360 is not as fluid and smooth, is it?
No.
But you can tell the difference. It kind of don't really notice the difference, but
I don't notice the difference on view. Well, because you put 2 videos side by side once, and I couldn't tell which one was which.
It's like, for example, when you play Skyrim and you get a bit of lag, you can ask for frames per second. You know, when you lag, that's what happens with the frames per second though is.
Mm.
So if you get 10 frames per second on the Skyrim due to modded shit, it's gonna be not as good. But if it flows more fluidly, the less mods and shit you got on it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's more frames per second.
And on FIFA, it's EA. Yeah. So that's not exactly big news then, really, is it?
It's big news because quite a lot of people want that, and people want to know that the game is going to be in decent quality and a high standard.
Yeah, and it seems that we're getting it, and I'm happy we are getting it. Like, I understand the 1080p aspect. I understand the
YouTube. You under YouTube.
Yeah, I learned that from Peter Jackson in these Hobbit vlogs, because he started. You know, the Hobbit was filmed in 5K, not 4K, and he demonstrated the difference. And I was like, oh yeah. So yeah, that's that.
I was about to say, like, you know, with 60 frames per second, people prefer 720 and 60 frames per second than a 1080 30 frames per second video game.
Do they?
Yeah, but that's a common thing on Reddit and everything. So.
But we've got both, so yeah.
Yeah, unless you've got PC, there's literally no limits.
Yeah.
They can push it, like 4K screens can upscale it, and then there's no frame per second on most games on PC. Just like, you do what your computer can handle, kind of thing.
Yeah, well, there's no real questions on the PC because, well, like I said before, this game is console concentrated, and we go into the next area of the news, and it's an article by IGN, like I said before, George's favourite, and he said that the combat is quick, challenging, and entertaining all at the same time.
But to me, that's by the way, IGN's bad on the game reviews. I don't like the game reviews. That's the only thing I really don't like. The rest of it can be alright, but the game reviews are shit. But to me, that sounds like it's Assassin's Creed, like it's no, the new, like it's.
I know what you mean. Do you know, like
you want to kill a crack on a temple, but it's entertaining.
And it's challenging because you've got to react to blocking and
especially
countering. Especially in the recent one.
On Unity, it's going to be. We've said it's going to be even harder.
Yeah, and so yeah, it's good to get like combat that's like it says like that.
If they add fluidity into that sentence, it'd be perfect.
Yeah, well,
quick kind of goes with fluidity. Like you can go from one enemy to another. That's how.
Yeah, and well, on all the gameplay that we've seen, which will be on your screens now, it's showing like throwing through fires, pushing off buildings. The best one's pushing off a building that we saw in the E3 one, where he pushed him off a building and then landed on a different arc, and then both of them died. That was hilarious. I saw that and I was like, wow, that's incredible. Because usually, when you push them off, they like fade away, don't they?
Yeah.
But like you could see him drop all the way down and land on something else, and they all started looking around, they couldn't see him, and then he used his arrow to transport and he beat the shit out of them. So yeah, I'd say combat is its strongest suit. To be honest, well, its strongest suit, you know, like what you get in like the core game, like you're exploring and stuff. It looks interesting.
Okay, stop clicking so the player can be able to hear that.
Oh yeah, they're probably
very annoying.
Sorry about the clicking.
You can come over to his house and punch him if you find out where he lives.
I'm sorry, I just do it as a habit. The mouse has been moved. And so that's kind of really that for that article. The next article was by Segment Next, and it was published an interview with Michael Flackett, the game designer, and he stated that the leveling of the monsters are not depending on the area, but dependent on the hierarchy. And we know the hierarchy meaning in the Nemesis system.
Yeah.
And we know that can quickly change. So the level of your monsters can really change, can like drastically go up or drastically go down very, very quickly.
It's actually kind of right, because the higher up the ranking, the better obviously your battle they are.
Yeah. And
me and Connor know how area leveled monsters are shit.
Yeah, with the Elder Scrolls Online.
It was so annoying because when I was in the PTS, I wanted to travel. We wanted to travel +1.
Yeah.
And we couldn't do it because these higher level goblins would kill us.
Yeah.
And like, fuck you.
Yeah, we wanted to go see Skyrim. It was like, let's go see Skyrim. What does Skyrim look like in the Elder Scrolls Online? Yeah. And then if you'd seen my Elder Scrolls Online review, I brought up this anecdote. But we said like, we'll travel, we'll go all the way down. We got killed like pretty much immediately, and then we got driven out to water, and we swam quite a long way, and then when we got to like a deep part, we just quickly got munched.
We tried to stay on the coast, that didn't work. Nothing worked, we just got killed by the high.
And we was all pissed off.
Yeah.
So and then like I think it's good that it's going this way, especially for free roaming, because they've stated that free roaming is a big part of the game and something that they really want to put in, because it's not like a strict kind of theme park game. Theme park game is very much sandbox, and it wants you to like look around and see what the world has to offer. And this is something that you're getting. Like if you come across like a higher level monster, it doesn't matter where it is. You could be like far north or far south or whatever. Like you can look around and you'll get noticed by chance. You'll come across it, which is good really for free roaming.
Really, it is good.
It's a good thing. I think this is the best way to do it, because you can't have
it's kind of like Skyrim kind of base. Like there's mud crabs which are shit.
Yeah.
Then there's like giants, and then there's Connor's Skyrim bloody mammoths, which we modded in Skyrim for the plug-in for the new series coming, Lord of the Rings lore series.
We'll talk about it a bit at the end actually, after the questions like the up and coming.
And this mammoth was fucking huge. And it was like 3 times the size of a giant.
Yeah.
So we tried to kill it, hit us, and Gandalf went flying
Yeah.
very high. Very high.
And
the thing is, he kept hold of his shield and armor. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, no, I will not part my weapons. Yeah. So like, going back to like the leveling of monsters, like, can you think of like another way which you could have been better? Do you think it's better to do it this way or better?
This way, because the whole world's like even. There's not really. Oh, up north's got stronger people.
Yeah, the world's even, and yet you've got hierarchies once.
It means you can still explore the world and have fun because you want to get the same everywhere. It means sometimes you see this huge, like you see this orc you don't want to really fight or whatever,
and you stay away.
You'd kind of like, I'm gonna go around this guy.
Or you can just use your nemesis system to
just get you some goblins. Like goblins, kill him, please, for me.
Yeah,
please.
Or try to kill him and then weaken his army. Which is, this game's got so much to offer.
Yeah.
And like talking about it like this gets me so excited for it. And what was I saying before? And like once you start utilising the nemesis system more in the second half of the game, because it said in the first half of the game it is mainly, like killing, slaughtering as you go along, your kind of style that you do. And then the second half.
I might actually change it to weaken and Ben slaughter.
Yeah.
Like, just make it easy for me.
Yeah.
Cause I'm lazy. I'm fucking lazy.
And then the second half, the nemesis system, Wraith mode, kind of fully opens up, and then you go on your own path, kind of thing. And then that's what's intriguing. And I saw what a comment was like. They think it'd be better if the monsters leveled up with you, like all the monsters kind of like a similar level, and they level up with you. And I don't think that's the right thing to do, because you're gonna have to, because you're growing as a character. And like when you get growing, you're getting stronger. And some enemies are going to be like what were kind of difficult at the beginning. They're going to be really easy when you get to the end.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes. Not, it's not like you kind of made no impact whatsoever.
It's like if I go into the gym and worked out, fucked on, I got my thing, and when you walk out, you see everyone just suddenly growing their muscles.
That's what.
That's all that effort I've just put in my gym was fucking pointless.
Yeah.
I want to show my dominance and power when I've worked for it.
Yeah, this is the exact point. Like, especially with the rune system upgrading your weapons, if you're upgrading them to get them as good as you can get, and then you
kind of want to see the one shot. You're
exactly.
Like, that fucking weapon's a badass.
Yeah, and plus, if there's like some that are going to be much harder at the beginning, like working your way up to try and get a similar level, is part of the fun. And some people might.
Like, I want to kill you. I want to be back.
Yeah.
And I will kill you.
Exactly, you're working your way around again using the nemesis system and the nemesis system and the nemesis system and the nemesis system, and it's just unbelievable.
I reckon this game's gonna be absolutely shit on Xbox 360 now.
Yeah, the Wraith mode getting pulled back, Wraith mode and nemesis system getting pulled back, like areas of it pulled back. So it means I was reading up on it a bit more, like what they're pulling back, and they're gonna have way less enemies in the game, so the world's gonna be way less populated, which. It's taking way a lot of the fun out. Cause
but you can see that how tech you've seen GTA 5 a new trailer.
Yeah.
You've seen the amount of cars have upgraded on. It's like fuck
Yeah, it's like because the higher population of the world, the higher the better, really, to really get a grip of the nemesis system, and to have the population lower down where it wouldn't matter if it was a game where you're just running around killing people, but in a game where you are controlling enemies. The more the merrier, really, to get more epic battles in there.
Another thing actually with Ark is the possibility to actually race control people.
Yeah.
Is that so you can
Sauron controls the race, and race scar them and control them.
So how come Sauron can't control you?
They can.
No, you Sauron can't. Why come Skyrim?
Because we're not full wraith.
So we're okay.
Yeah, we're like
half wraith is a thing in it.
Yeah. Some people go in ape shit, but if you've read Unfinished Tales, it talks about these men, and I was like, because I recently got that book from Les. People won't know Les. George knows Les. he sent a book up for me saying that a book he's just finished reading. It's Unfinished Tales. I went upstairs, and and it was talking about it like that, and I was like, this was like a month ago. So
So you still knew about it, like it's real.
Yeah, it's just come back to my mind.
It's real.
Yeah, so
it's not magic. It's real.
Yeah, so people are going on it's not read Unfinished Tales. I think you can get it on Amazon pretty cheap. It's not the biggest book in the world. It's like 500 pages and there's 30 odd stories in there, which is really good.
We're all written by Tolkien.
Yeah. Every single one of them is written by Tolkien. There's some books that are started written by J.R. Tolkien, and then they're didn't finish him, so then Christopher Tolkien, his son, finished it off. And yeah, so Christopher Tolkien's kind of as good, really, what Tolkien started. Yeah. And I think that's kind of it for the main of the core news for this week. There's not a lot coming in. I'd say that first bit of news was the main part, would you say? Talking a bit about the Xbox, and we got the next bit is kind of personal to us and Mr. Andy Salisbury, you might have heard of if you're on the Shadow of Mordor wiki. He is the community director and was it the Dungeon Master? I forgot what his name. We was looking up. Was it the Dungeon Master? I think it was.
I have no idea, but he's
the main community man anyway. He's the main community man, and he's something to do with dungeons. Yeah, but anyway,
I'm my shoulders, but you can't see it, so.
It's something to do with dungeons, and well, yeah, like he puts all the trailers up and he answers all the questions, and the Shadow Model wiki page you should check out. Link will be in the description. And
remember,
we got we always post on there Shadow Model Weekly, and he's up, and then he put a comment in, and I saw because as you know, if you're on there, I rarely get comments. If I get questions, I get a message to me, and the messaging system isn't the best on Wiki.
So yeah, if you want to ask us a question, put in the comments below. Yeah, message kind of, but
you can message, but it's not the best. Cause like, do you know if you
tweet us? Well, we don't really don't tweet us. We don't really check it.
No, if you can email us, I check that most quite a bit of the time. Email us voice questions. I like voice questions. I want some voice questions in there.
VictorGuardTV@gmail.com.
Yeah, and that again link will be in the description. And
we might pop on the screen
now. Yeah,
but we probably forget about that. But
I probably won't, because I put that music in. Cheers. Yeah, which is like do. That could be one of tunes, and you would think, what the hell are we doing?
We found some cool music, by the way. There's no Lord of the Rings music.
Yeah, we've got some quite cool ones. Yeah, but anyway, back to the story. He answers all the questions. So like, he's famous around the wiki, like the Shadow Model wiki, and I put like Shadow Model weeklies up, and he put like great work, guys. Keep it up. Great banter.
Great banter.
I know, he put great banter as always.
Yeah.
So he means he's seen multiple episodes. This isn't like he's just in like the odd one and he's popping it on. No, they're watching it all down at Monolith. They're like, these guys, they know more than us. They're incredible. And like, yeah, shout out to Salisbury, Andy Salisbury. What a guy.
Can you confirm if you're off to Eurogamer of the Year or not? That would be very helpful for us.
Yeah.
We will be there, and we would like to see if we can have a little cheeky interview of you guys.
Yeah, it'd be good to play the game, and yeah, hopefully we can get
a little interview.
Yeah.
We've been playing this game for like 2 months now.
Yeah, but yeah, but
2-3 months.
No, longer than that. We've been following it. It's like 12 episodes last week. We missed out the odd week.
So that's like 12 weeks.
That's like
for 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, so we followed it for like February time, haven't we?
Yeah, and you can tell by our views it's going up quite a bit. And we can kind of follow it. And if you people actually like our videos, watch them, please subscribe. We very appreciate it. We've got quite a few in the last 2 weeks. I think like 10, haven't we?
Oh yeah, we've kind of done a lot. I think these changes the channel we made were kind of really positive, like so far, and more is coming, which will be updated at the end of the year. Yeah, and it's good that like we're getting developers involved, and it's good that we're getting developers like communicating more with, well, a fan discussion kind of thing. And
we'll see if we can talk to them more or something about.
Yeah, well, so like if any unanswered questions which I cannot answer, then we'll try and feed them into him. Say like, say because he'll obviously know more than us, and yeah, that's kind of the news really done. That's not much news. Me and George have decided to have a little bit of a debate, which we haven't done. What the fuck happened there?
He's broke his mouse.
I haven't broke the mouse. I have not broke the mouse. If it's fixed, the mouse is fixed. And
idiot. We
haven't done a debate since for about 5 or 6 episodes because we've had so much news.
E3s came along and everything. E3 that's been a successful episode. That E3 episode. Because pushing 600 views now.
Yeah,
it goes like 550 views a day.
Yeah, there's a lot of news in that.
I bet people. I wonder if they search Shadow Mordor E3. Ask them up.
Yeah, probably. And anyway, we're having a bit of a debate. We'd like didn't we call it a hot topic last time or something?
I don't know.
I can't remember. It was that long ago.
I slept since then.
Yeah, and it was your question, George.
I made up. What do you want the game to deliver on the most? What do you want?
The 2 obvious ones are Nemesis System and Wraith Mode, but I'm going to drive away from them because
we're not allowed to tell them to. Yeah. Okay.
You're not allowed
Forbidden.
to say them two. Personally, for me, it's going to be free roaming because it's a country that's not really been a country in Middle Earth that's not really been explored.
Is Middle Earth a country or world?
It's a country in the world of Arda.
It's
Arda's
more
the
than Middle Earth.
Yeah, there's way more. There's the Undying Land. There's the Northern Earls.
Are they actually habitated?
Yeah, habitat. It's like the heaven. Like if you go there, you turn
Dead.
immortal. You turn immortal.
Okay.
No, you can come.
So why
back.
don't people just like swim over it and like fuck
You
them?
can't swim there. You got to get a boat there. It's weird. But like to go on to it, like you get people who are born there, like the mayor, which is like Gandalf and that. He was born in the Undying Lands, and then do you know like the god Valor, and then he sent wizards over to like sort Sauron out,
Okay.
and then they went to Middle Earth. Yeah, it's in depth. It's weird. And there's like the Northern Earls, and there's like the Eastern Lands where it's just men, just there. It's just like a sausage fest. And no, it's not really because there is men and women, but yeah, it's men. And yeah, so like for me, it's gonna be free roam because, like I said before, it's not a country that's really been explored massively. There was War in the North, Lord of the Rings War in the North, where you got to start a little bit of it, but it was small. Plus, there was Lego Lord of the Rings, which isn't really a game. Well, it is a game, but it's not really like proper, if you know what I mean. And you get really the films, but when the films you only see like the mountain and a little bit of a walkway. You don't.
And the films aren't really Middle Earth. It's New Zealand.
Yeah, don't say because it is Middle Earth. It's incredible.
It's incredible.
It's
but
Middle Earth.
It's New Zealand.
It's New Zealand, but people go like Middle Earth. It's showcased as Middle Earth. It's like going.
Yeah, they've made it present look like what Middle Earth would look like, but in its heart, it's New Zealand.
Yeah, but like when you build shit, like when they build Hobbiton, like you go, it's New Zealand. It's,
Okay.
Yeah, New Zealand in real life, but it's Hobbiton.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
there you go.
okay.
I'm getting angry about this shit.
This-
It's Middle Earth.
You know the Luigi Death Stare? That's what Connor's giving me
Yeah,
right now.
it's-
Connor's giving me the Luigi
It's Middle
Death
Earth.
Stare.
If you ever go there, like they built Rohan and they've left it there, like they took it down and then they rebuilt it for tourists, so you could go there and visit Rohan. Do you know what Edoras, where we saw in Skyrim, the mod you can get?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's built. That was built. And
Okay,
it's still
okay,
there. So
okay,
yeah, it's
okay.
Middle Earth. So yeah, you only see a bit in the film. So and plus it's a time period as well that's not been, that's not really been written about. Never mind,
Okay.
showcased. So yeah, free roaming for me.
For me, I would like the game. I want it to deliver on like how long you can play it in a session. Like Skyrim, you can put hundreds of hours. I want that to be the kind of Shadow Murder. You can just play through one save, and that save can go through 100 hours. That would be the thing. You don't have to create loads of saves to replay it and stuff like that. But considering at the end you kind of we probably split from being halfway. I can't really see them delivering on it.
You can't.
Like because the point of the end is the end of things, so you stop being halfway. If you stop being halfway, you can't do half the functions.
Yeah, well, the very end of the game now, but like, yeah, that is that the sucky part because that being in the Lord of the Rings, being in this time period, it is going to have a definite end. Whereas like in games like Skyrim, it doesn't. But one thing that this game does deliver on is that the journey to the end is as long as you want to make it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that is one thing where like you can like try and explore everything on the way.
I kind of want the side quests to be decent as well, because some of the Assassin's Creed side quests, they were shit.
Oh yeah, and Watch Dogs was so bad. No,
It's like Assassin's Creed side quests. It's like, go collect them feathers for me.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah, it's like yeah.
I mean, I met with Assassin's Creed 2 where you talk to a little girl and she says, "I've lost 10 of my feathers. Can you get me?" And
No, I can't remember that.
You had to go around Florence and get those feathers for the girl.
Yeah. Well, there was this one for Watch Dogs where it was like there's like these, like a sex slave kind of thing where they like get passed on, girl, and like he saved one girl, and it literally was the same cutscene but with a different character in every single one of the 10 places you went to, and at the end there was no epic cutscene or anything to show. You've done. It just went mission complete.
I like Skyrim. When you do a side quest, you actually feel like you've done something.
Yeah, there's like a story.
I've helped someone today. I want something like that.
Yeah, like some of the side quests are way better than the like when you go you see you go into there's a cave here, and then you go and you look in the dead body, and then there's like a note, and then you read the note, and then you pick up a quest to go see this museum in Dawnstar, and you go to the museum. I need more stuff. Go to this dungeon. Go to that dungeon, and there's an epic fight. And now it's just a side quest.
I can imagine Bethesda letting anyone like submit a quest and whoever works for them. Like,
Yeah.
if you want a quest, submit it, and we'll see if we like it. If it likes, we'll put it in a cave.
Yeah, it's like in MMO, like in general MMOs, the quests you get are so shite. Especially like it's like go collect 5. I'm gonna steal a quote from Shoddycast. Go steal 5 bear asses and then come back. That's kind of what they're like. Go get 5 plants and come
I
back.
remember that for RuneScape very strongly. Shear 20 sheep.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I only did that for a quest point because I wanted a quest point. But fuck that. Some of quests in RuneScape weren't actually that bad.
Yeah. You get quests in like some that are like good. Like do you know like the main story in Elder Scrolls Online? That was good. The main story in World of Warcraft was
There's
good.
one quest that always bugged me with RuneScape, and you never found out what happened and if he ever got caught. This is like this bank and he gets robbed by this wizard, and you've seen CCTV, like you've seen this orb and you've seen like it's happened, and you're like, you've done it, you're the person who's robbed the bank, and he's like, hey, you got no proof, and then it just ends there. You're like, what the fuck? You're like, is he gonna get caught? Can I do anything to help him get caught? You search around this whole village. I forgot what it's called. It's got some willow. It's where everyone did willow country, and it's just north of Lumbridge. And it's like, fuck me. I want to know what happened to this bastard.
Yeah. So for you, it's the longevity
Side quests
of
and
the game.
side quests.
Yeah. And for me, it's free roam. But I'm going to ask you another question. You may not know as much, but you've seen a lot of the Rings film, haven't you, and The Hobbit?
I've seen the Hobbit film very much.
Yeah.
There are other things that are a bit blurred in my
Yeah.
memory.
But you get a general idea of what the world. And I've got a question. Like, if Middle Earth is going to be a series, you know, like Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor. If it's a series, if you could pick one country in the next games for it to be, which country would it be? In Middle Earth?
Country, so like,
The Shire or Rivendell or whatever. If you can't remember,
I don't know much of the backstory between the countries.
If you can't remember, if you don't mind, just say
Well,
one.
I just imagine in the Shire where all the hobbits live.
Yeah.
I can in that really kind of like upbeat and happy all the time.
It's peaceful, yeah. But let's say that
So-
something goes on in the future,
The
and
future's a
things
very
have
risky.
things have happened before because there's been dragons there.
Okay, but I'd say the future's a very risky thing to do with Lord of the Rings.
It is a very risky thing to do, but there's books about the 4th and 5th age after Lord of the Rings.
Okay, so they can do something. But
Yeah.
we've got to be careful with. This problem with doing Lord of the Rings. It's got like it's already like it's different
Things have already happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like if we're going through, no one really wants them to write their own history and lore because it's not done by Tolkien. It's not
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings technically. Like Skyrim, they can do what the fuck they Bethesda because it's their history, it's their thing. But they don't. They can't write any more books anymore.
Yeah.
The guy's dead, and they don't. If going future, very risky. But I think I don't know if I'd mind it in where is it, Mordor? No.
That's
Yeah.
where we are in this game.
I don't know about Mordor again, because it would be very familiar. You'd like, oh, I've already been here before. So would you like? What do you do? What do you say?
There's Mirkwood, which is do you know the forest where in the second Hobbit film.
Yeah.
Do you know where they went in? They got
Oh, yeah.
captured. There's that country.
Is that where the elves are?
The elves and do you know the necromancer way?
Yeah, that could be actually quite good.
That'd be a good place to go. There's areas like that.
Is there much history behind that place? And
There's a lot, but there's a lot of stuff unwritten.
Is there been a lot of shit happened? There's a big
Yeah.
thing. What's that? If there's been a big thing happen, they could write it like.
You
about
could
that.
rally around that. There's things like that, but like I think the best thing to do is to get an area of land like Mirkwood or do you know the Yettin Moors? Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
What? No.
It's the mount. Do you know them Black Riders?
Mm.
Yeah, the main one was in the Yettin Moors,
Mm.
and like there's places like that which are like prominent but not exactly written about a lot. And I think them kind of places and them kind of time period would be the best time to do it because they've got a bit of freedom to like do more of what they want because it's a piece of time that's not written about and it's a different landscape that you can explore. And
You want enough to be written about it, like there's a set in stone, like there's like
Yeah.
you've got the landscape and shit there, but you want something where you can still add enough story to it, but it's vaguely written about kind of thing. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's mentioned in the book, so people aren't gonna be pissed off. Like, oh, so they're just covering it, adding more to that what we already know,
yeah.
kind of thing. So like, like a huge event in like Mirkwood, whatever it's called.
Mirkwood, yeah.
Mirkwood. If they've got like a big event, what's happened? They know it's happened. Like it's been mentioned, but it's happened in the books.
Yeah.
But there's not much detail. That'll be a good thing for Monolith to go on, because they've got a set in stone, but they can still add more to the story and add more to it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, if you know what I mean.
Definitely, but my final answer was be to go to a completely different area, different continent, Undying Lands, War of Valar. Not Middle Earth, go to somewhere else. That's my final answer.
Really?
Yeah, I'd love it. I would love it.
But it's not written by...
Tolkien's right about it.
What?
He's written about the War of Valar.
So we know what it looks like and
Yeah.
shit, and do we know any much events about it?
Yeah, the War of Valar.
So you just want to know what it looks like, kind of thing.
I want to explore it.
I thought you meant just a fucking place what's never been written about or talked about. But I was like,
Oh
well,
no, the War of Valar. I just want to do that because do you know that Unfinished Tales?
Yeah.
That it's in there.
Do you reckon Tolkien just sits at night and like, just like he made up his own little world and just like kind of written notes of what's happening in his world? Like
It's incredible
how-
what he did.
it's like he must have thought, bed, that war happened then.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
going to see. He must have just thought of random fucking things in bed and was like, I'm with that and working in the book somewhere. He wanted to get a proper world and history into the books.
Well, the first thing he ever wrote was, the Elvish language.
Mm.
He wrote the full language. That was the first thing he ever wrote, and then he wrote.
So this guy didn't piss about. He didn't want the story. He wanted a history and world behind the
Yeah.
story. He wanted a...
Well, Lord of the Rings was like one of the last things he wrote because like the first traces of like the world was like in the World War One when he was a soldier.
Mm.
And do you know how like people used to dick around writing poems?
Mm.
Like he'd write like little tales of like things that have gone on, and
Dick around's a bit of that, actually.
yeah, but like you know what I mean. And then like he wrote more and more, and like when he ended up being a professor of English language at Cambridge.
And didn't the students actually ask him to read the books and shit like that?
Oh yeah, they liked it. Like, I loved his stories. And there was one time, like the 30s, when he was marking an exam paper, and then he just turned over to a blank piece of paper and wrote, in a hole in the ground there was a hobbit, which is the first words of the Hobbit, and he just wrote it then, like most of it then, in that one night. He apparently wrote like over half of it just then. In memory.
That student's like, when am I getting my mark?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. And then it wasn't until the 50s when he wrote Lord of the Rings. And like when he wrote it, and when it was released, and like people were going ape shit about it. And you know when the last one was out, people were like graffitiing and like the subway in New York, like Frodo lives and shit like that, and like spoiling it for everyone because like it was like a sensation. It was like Game of Thrones but of the 50s in book form. It was just incredible. What
It kind of is like it's literally what is happening in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
The books got massive, but that book writer of the books is more supportive of a TV show. Right?
Yeah.
He's actually like, hey, I want to help you write the script.
Yeah. Yeah. And like.
And actors are actually begging him not to kill him off.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Which,
Yeah, and it is quality what he's done, but like yeah.
Okay, we're kind of talking about Lord of the Rings here, not Shadow of Mordor.
Well, Shadow of Mordor is
The Ring.
Lord of the Rings.
Thing, you wouldn't get a lot of this without a couple of snow. Fuck off. Okay,
Yeah.
that scared me, Ben.
Yeah.
It looks like a freeze, but like this channel is literally going to be a lot about gaming / Lord of the Rings now.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
We'll go in depth after the questions, which we'll do now.
We'll do the questions now.
So was you making a point which you want to finish up by the way? No, we were just talking about how the books they were the same with Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings, weren't we?
Yeah, we was, and like what I was saying, I had a point in my head about what Tolkien did, but still, go on.
Okay, so question. Have you you can tell by the way when we're saying room this time?
Oh yeah, we were around.
Mark, what do you think is going to be this game's biggest asset? That's what we kind of just said. What do you want?
No, that's something what we want to be added. Like
There's the kind of one thing.
this is more like its main selling point. This is the Nemesis system.
The Nemesis system. It's the biggest. It's like the thing. What it's like. They're like fuck. Like every single video they've shown, they've always talked about Nemesis system. They've talked how it works.
It's unique.
It's unique.
Like,
it's never done before, kind
no.
of thing. The person who ever thought that was a fucking genius. And
Oh yeah.
he must be happy because this has turned into a AAA title.
Yeah.
This has turned into a big.
The hype getting behind now is building up massively.
Like this was just a game which people knew what people would play, but this has turned into a game which they think a lot of people might play.
Yeah, like
doing it like. I reckon it'll do very well.
Yeah, like Angry Joe said, telling it, like in his interview with I think it was Mark Stewart. I think it was.
Mm.
And he said it, and he said that like he knew the game like was happening. It was on his radar, but he never like thought about it a lot. And after playing it, it surprised him massively. And now that he's looking forward to buying it.
Mm.
So like.
They're doing very well with advertisement as well. Like they're giving all the adverts to other YouTube channels. Like Machinima's got publishing all channels. Machinima's got 7.5 million subscribers.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have seen it there, and they've been very nice with articles and stuff. They're obviously not shying away from interviews.
No, and plus the interviews actually been good.
Yeah, they've never like all of them are like. I bet they're getting a magazine. They look magazine. What company is it? Oh, they say we'll get this many viewers. Okay, we'll do that. They're being very good with it. They're trying to get the game as much as possible.
And like, plus they've been asked like the same question like so many different times. Like, do you know about how much inspiration you've got from Assassin's Creed and all this crap? And then they've answered it well. Like, we're both like stealth open world games, but we were in our own way with the Nemesis system and this, and bringing up different methods that get people excited.
If we do get an interview with them somehow, we won't ask that.
No,
we're going to try and ask questions what haven't been answered yet.
Yeah, we'll go to what's your least favourite question? We'll be like, what's your inspiration from Assassin's Creed? I'll be like, great. So how much inspiration did you get from Assassin's Creed? And then so
if we do somehow ever get one, we'll tell you, and we'll get questions from you, and we'll filter out the good ones.
Oh yeah, we'll just ask as many as we can, except like.
Can you imagine someone? Can you just imagine someone has this game been inspired from Lord of the Rings? Can you just imagine? It's like, what?
Yeah, this one guy, where's this game set? Where is it? Like, Mordor? Oh, where's Mordor again, Middle Earth? Just remind me what that is, Lord of the Rings. Oh yeah.
You fucking cop out.
Yeah.
You're copying out. It's like, oh, you're just copying Lord of the Rings. Yes.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah.
Next question.
Persuado bread?
We had trouble saying next time Pseudo bread, whatever the name is.
Yeah.
Can you like break it down for us for Connor, please? So we can actually say bread. Can we say bread?
Yeah.
Names are no bread. So can we say your name properly? Like just break it down, please, because I think it's pseudo bread.
I think it's pseudo bread. Yeah. We'll say pseudo bread.
More of a personal question, not much about the game, but how much do you plan playing the game? Connor's gonna overtake me miles with this.
I plan on playing a lot, but the way I do plan on playing is, how do you two plan on playing? Yeah.
Right.
Do you want
how do you? Okay. I thought how long do you plan? Okay. This is a good question because this proves how different me and Connor are to games.
What do you want to go?
I'll go. I like causing havoc. I like throwing shit into fans, kind of thing. I like a perfect example of GTA 5 heist. I like just like go straight in, get the money, fuck it out, kill people on the way. I would never do that in real life. Just say I'm not mentally unstable. I just like causing havoc and making it mental.
Yeah.
Because I like the fun of it. I like the challenge of trying to kill 10 people at the same time. And that's how I will play it. I might sometimes intervene with stealth, but I can't see it happening because I'm impatient.
Yeah.
Even though it probably might end up being quicker, I just see a goblin, like Assassin's Creed, I'm walking down, and ooh, Templar, die! Oh shit, I'm going to 10 Templars. That's what I'm like. Connor's probably totally different to me. He's probably like, oh, Templar, but I'm on the way to mission. I'll climb up this building and go around him, kind of thing.
A bit, yeah. Like, just the odd times, you know, like when you go like, I want to fuck shit up. Like, there's times like that, but I don't know. I prefer the feeling of pride more than the feeling of success. No, more than the feeling of fun, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I have fun along the way. Like, it's not like it's a chore to get to that.
Yeah.
I have fun for like, you know, like planning what you're doing. I think that's why I love Witcher 2 so much because I've been playing a lot of that recently. You plan on what you're going to do before, and then doing it is fun, and then the feeling of pride when you succeed is what favourite thing is, and that's where, just a sort of side note, that's where video games conquer all entertainment forms. There's no other entertainment form where you feel pride. You don't. Watching a film, you don't feel pride. Watching TV, you don't feel pride. Playing a game, you do because you've succeeded at something. Anyway, off topic, but yeah, I can see myself doing a hell of a lot of exploring.
I could do that too, but I would just cause havoc on the way as well.
Yeah, like do you know my Let's Play? Like the first episode was like the first hour. Like I wasn't even out of Cold Harbor yet, and that's where Elder Scrolls Online.
I was
looking around.
I was out within 20 minutes.
Yeah, I was looking around.
I've been in Cold Harbor too many times before, but it's just like Cold Harbor piss off now.
Yeah.
Cold Harbor annoyed me. That's one thing I hate about restarting games. I hate when you have to do the same starting over and over again. And thank fuck for mods for Sky and for Ultimate Start mod. The start of Skyrim is the only bad thing I can think of. Cause I can't.
The start of its quality.
The start of its quality after you've seen it two, 3 times. But after you've seen it 20 times, you're like, for fuck's sake, he's going to get his head. He's going to run away and get his book dog.
It's because you don't play it properly. You play one character and stick with it forever and ever.
I've changed, my computer failed a few times. My Xbox, I've changed from Xbox to PS3 to Xbox again.
Yeah.
It just shit happens. And hopefully my new PC, which maybe a Skyrim let's play because I can mod the shit out of it now, will be coming, but we don't know. But yeah.
So I plan on a lot of exploring. I plan on really using the Nemesis system massively.
I want to use that quite a bit.
Like I know,
but the thing is, mate, I don't want to go from the bottom to the top. I want to try and go from the middle to the top. Don't go straight fuck for those people going there. Like try and when it says you can choose to fight him yourself or not.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. That I want help, but I want to do it myself. I want to feel the pride that I actually killed that motherfucker. I don't want to know, oh, this goblin killed him for you. Well, you see a cutscene, don't you?
Yeah.
Doing it. I don't want that to happen.
For me, it's kind of.
I want to know that I've actually cut his head off. I know.
For me, what I'm going to do is, like when you do get them kind of middle-ish people, like above the low ones, because the low ones, like I can say the most of them, like I'll either try and build them up the hierarchy, or I will kind of
say fuck it, you're dead.
Yeah, like the most. There'll be a few where I want to build them up to like end up bringing into a fight, because I'm going to test it out. I want to see how.
I want to test it out, obviously, but I'd rather just kill myself.
See if I prefer it, because it could be better. But like, what I can see me doing a lot is like targeting the bodyguards, like infiltrating them, so like you get them under control, and then when you're all like in some big meeting.
I see what I mean. Like you use people to get from the outskirts, so you can go to the centre and finish the guy off.
Yeah, and then you'll infiltrate. You'll infiltrate them a level, and you'll control them. When the attack comes, they'll start attacking the army, and then it'll just be me.
Can you imagine how confused the fuck orcs would
Yeah.
be? Like they're people
Exactly.
just like fucking killing, like what the fuck? And then you just see you walk through the middle of it, like I'm gonna kill you, you fucker.
And then
that's a good way. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and then there's that one-on-one with you, and then you'll get some epic scenes in that, and then there'll also be a time when like I know there's gonna be like my main orc. He's gonna be my man. He's gonna be the one I'm trying to build up to the top, and then when he does get to the top, he's
I want to
gone.
pick one like I want one to be called Dave or something, and then he's gonna be my orc.
Dave, the troll master, or something like that.
Dave the Grey.
Yeah.
Like he's my best bud.
Yeah.
So next question, Stephen Gray. Okay, Joe, this is for me.
I'll just go away. I'll just go to sleep.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Stephen Gray.
I've got a question. I feel like I got fine. George, as you not being a Lord of the Rings fanboy, what are you looking forward to the most? And I thought you said fan. I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm not a fan. I enjoy the series and everything. I feel I love this back. I love that Tolkien managed to create a whole world in his head. Yeah. But I've not really no backstory. Like I don't really know about many games and stuff. I don't. Yeah. I know a shit ton about Tamriel, just
Elder Scrolls
lore series. Yeah. We've watched them like 2 or 3 times. Shadowcast has just presented them brilliantly.
But I can tell that once we get to this series,
when we edit this series, what we will announce.
George will be like, fuck.
I know everything you've done. Like.
So do you want to go with the next question, George?
This is just a little slip in because we got a question after
we recorded.
And it was 10 minutes. We felt bad for the guy because he did it just literally after we recorded. Literally, must have been seconds after. So, Dutchy Gamer 666. Which, if you're a Holland fan, been there 3 times. If you're from Holland, been there 3 times.
Been there once. Just thought something.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we heard there will be no different difficulty settings like normal, easy, hard. What do you think the game will be too easy with a Nemesis system? You go first, Connor.
Personally, I think some enemies will be like. The lower down, but I think they'll get easier as your character progresses. But I think some like your top ones, I don't think there will be. I think there will be challenging.
Yeah, it's like I've kind of gone a route where it's like single player, but with no like single player and MMO kind of see at the same time. Like there's this open world, but there's set monsters which are going to be harder to kill.
Yeah.
Like for RuneScape example, there's cows are level 2, but
Yeah.
dragons were level 70. If you're low level, you've just started the game, you're not going to be able to kill that dragon.
No.
You're going to have to build up and get to that level. They've done it so the monsters are hard to kill, depending on how skilled your character is.
Yeah, like anything, it's a hierarchy in it, and like also like we said earlier on in the episode, they can build up quickly and drop down. Build up difficulty quickly and drop down in difficulty quickly, depending on what you do with them throughout the nemesis system. So like they could, one way that it could be really easy, say like you build up orcs and not end up fighting them, but you end up building orcs with the nemesis system and then trying to take them on that way.
I tell you what would be fun if you literally build up a full power orc army, but with nemesis system and really hard, and you just go fuck it, let's terrorise this bitch, and you just get them all to come in and just cause shit.
Yeah.
That would be like, for example, like the Vikings when they first came to England.
Yeah.
England had no fucking idea what was happening, and they were confused as fuck. I've been watching a lot of Vikings, if you could tell, because it's a fucking quality show. Watch it if you haven't watched it. That's what it's kind of.
Well, yeah, you can do that because they have been advertising it.
That'd be fun. Like if you could go in with full force and power with so powerful men and orcs,
storm through, yeah,
and that'd be so fun because you just see, you'd be like, you'd be upset if anyone died. So there'll be different ways of having fun depending on how you play and how we play it.
Yeah.
But if you do play it so it's easier for you, there'll be still aspects where will be fun with you. Like for example, you want to see if less people die and stuff like that.
Yeah, like there is different aspects you can go about it if you want to make an art for yourself. Like anything, we're not going to fully know until we play the game. Like this is just speculation. Well, if there is ways to make it harder for yourself, like only using the nemesis system without combat, or trying to go into an army on your own and using just combat.
That's a really good thing for replayability as well. So
again, different.
But like
aspects
longevity, like when my opponents mode, which is probably up before the question, I think.
Yeah.
I made that if you do things different ways and stuff, like one orc we need to kill or something. I might want to just go full in power, but the next one I think I'm going to change it up this time, but and do it with orcs, and then I come in last second, or next time after that I just go full orcs.
Yeah.
A lot of different ways and methods to try and do things. It's not like in Watch Dogs, for example. Hacking was the same after the thing.
Yeah.
After there was no surprise, different way to do it. But with this game, there's different ways to do it,
and like it.
If you know it, yes.
Yeah, and like plus one way it is going to be difficult is it definitely at the beginning when the beginning of you using the nemesis system, you're going to have to be very flexible with it because there's going to be different encounters that you face where you're going to have to use the nemesis system, where you're going to have to drop back and think, hang on a minute, I can't kill this enemy on my own. I'm going to have to bring in a different way, like build up this guy and then take him down this way and then intervene.
Yeah,
something
so
like
like
that.
if you die once, you want to try a different way, and
Exactly, and plus you stop really dying.
It's still
time.
Even if you don't think you're a tactical player, you'll be playing tactically without you kind of knowing it, kind of.
Exactly, it's like the same with every game. There's always tactics involved.
So yeah, thanks for asking the question, and ask again.
Enjoy the rest of the episode.
Bye. What are you looking forward to the most? Like Connor knows Middle Earth. Connor knows
I tried building it on Minecraft for fuck's sake, and yeah.
Connor knows what Middle Earth is. He knows what it is, the outskirts. He knows. Like if he goes north, it kind of will look like this and shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's hunting look like. So if I adventure somewhere, I have no idea what it could be. I don't know what the scenery or terrain's going to look like. So that's a big appeal to me, as not being a Lord of the Rings fan.
You'd be very amazed.
I'll be like, is there much difference between terrain in Mordor? Can it be like going from Caribbean to England?
No,
not like look like that, but different.
I know what you
sometimes.
mean. Like the majority of it's kind of like
dark, gloomy. Kind
Yeah,
of thing. I know. I expect that. Because I've seen the movies, but I haven't read the books, which I've still got to read them because. But the thing is, with my books, if I read them, I won't stop reading them throughout the whole night, and they're big books, so I won't sleep at night. It's a huge appeal for me.
Like,
but I don't know anything about it, and the whole thing's going to be a surprise to me. It kind of stuff like that. It's like when we're going to movies. This is a perfect example. Like when we went to see, me and Connor went to see Hunger Games: Catch and Fire.
Yeah.
Like, he knew that the dome was going to explode and fall down. I didn't know that was going to happen. I was mind fucked when that happened. I was like, shit's going down, kind of thing. And Connor was like,
I knew there was I knew she got like an hour and then they got separated and that was like, do you know what? Then 5 minutes building up. That was exactly as the book. Like they went off with the white, absolutely everything spot on.
Like he knew everything about it, and I didn't, and I enjoyed it because I was surprised. I was like, for fuck, what shit?
Yeah, like, that's why. Like that feeling that you get when you read the book, like, whoa, what the fuck, whoa, and you're like, yeah,
That's why I like going into things unknown, and this is a perfect example.
I agree. Like personally, I think it is better to. Like what I think I'm like one of the only persons.
There's principles for both. There's positives for both. Like if you've read the books and know you want to kind of
plus you do get that shock when you've read the book, and plus I kind of see the books as a more extended edition of the films.
I see what you mean because but I've read books. I enjoy reading a book. I've never gone. I hate reading books. So that's not true. Focuses up. You want to go on the rate. You wanted 35 minutes.
Yeah.
You're
getting 46 at the moment.
This is it, and I was about to say, yeah, I've never been against books. I've never gone off foot books. Like when I was doing English literature, I'm sure I was the only person who actually read every single book.
Yeah.
Like we got told to read Heroes in class. Everyone was talking. I was literally in the corner reading Heroes.
Yeah.
Finished it like that, and I was kind of proud. I was like, has anyone else finished it? Like, no, I didn't even fucking read it.
Yeah.
I enjoy reading books. It's hard for me to actually pick up the book.
Yeah.
Once I pick up a book, I enjoy reading it there. So
it's like once you bit like. I know you like if you ever do eventually start reading Lord of the Rings, like the first. I think once you battle through like the first 3 or 4 chapters, you'll start enjoying it more. Like the first 3 or 4 kind of setting it up and. It's a bit dull, but once you look back,
my sister says she hates them because they just explain everything in so much detail.
They do, yeah, but like, that's the best thing. He creates
the world. That's why I think brilliant about Tolkien, that he's managed to create a whole world and image in his head where he wants to turn out.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there is one thing that's a bit ridiculous. There's like, do you know when you go to the Mines of Moria? He's like he explains the Elvic ruins on the side of the door, and it takes like a page and a half of description. That's the only one thing. It's like a page and a half. I was like, wow.
I tell you what, the crop guys for the film just fucking love that.
Yeah.
Like,
There was like I know the exact density of the line.
So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to the game the most. We're going into it unknown.
Guinevere is the name of the eagle in Lord of the Rings.
The famous actor on Lord of the Rings in the game. I'm sure I've had this question before.
We've had it quite a few times, and there's a Sirathun Gold, there's Barad, which is Sauron's tower. There's Mount Doom, Blackgate, and there's one more. Oh, it's the one from the Silmarillion, Morgoth from the Silmarillion, which a lot of people will not know in the George will like because it is actually different from what you've seen so far. Do you know what you're going to be mainly seeing? And if going into the unknown, you'll be surprised.
Okay, so that's pretty much it for the Shadow of Mordor news, but we've got a huge thing which kind of very links with this game. So the Shadow of Mordor wiki is obviously this where a huge influx of our views come from. Obviously, I follow this game more than other people, and I hope that's because they're Lord of the Rings fans. And for you people watching this video, if you have stayed with them, props to you if you have. Which is actually one of our longest, most viewed.
It's like we do get like long views.
And most people obviously asking questions. Obviously, watch throughout the rest of it to get to the questions. And stuff. So
and plus we get names like Grand here, Gloin the Great, Mark. They obviously are Lord of the Rings fans.
And obviously you can tell by Connor throughout this episode, it's most it's ever talked about Lord of the Rings. I think in the Shadow of Mordor, it's talked shit ton about the lore and shit. That is going to be a series, and it's a series me and Connor's actually working a shit ton hard on. Like
we're doing a lot.
We've done 3 days worth of 2 days worth of work on it already, and we've done an intro.
We've done an intro. I've written the script and I've voiced over, so the voice is done. We're just getting
the quality of this. Like if you search Lord of the Rings lore, not dissing the guys. But they're not the best.
I'm dissing them. They're fucking shite. Like,
at least they put the effort.
They put the effort in. They tell the story, but they don't present it well at all.
They don't present it. Like a huge inspiration for our channel is actually Shoddycast. Like they got us to do this channel, and the Lord series was because of the Elder Scrolls lore, Fallout lore they do, and we're taking how they present it in a way Like we want
sort of.
we want a visual way you can visualize what is happening when we're kind of speaking. So we have modded the shit out of Skyrim to make it like we've downloaded Lord of the Rings mods. We've downloaded everything. There's actually that Lord of the Rings places, and Connor's gone to these places and actually said these look like them spot on.
Yeah, like I was shocked by how
he thought they were just like, oh, it'll kind of look like it. They look.
Edoras is like spot on. It's perfect. Like exactly.
If you so we're going to take screenshots, videos of that while kind of talking over, visualizing.
What's being talked about?
Yeah, giving you a visual experience of what is being talked about, and we want this to be the best series we are going to produce.
Yeah,
it is going to be a lot of quality, and it's going to be bi-weekly.
Yeah, because it's going to take a lot of time to edit.
This is the first episode. I'm going to reveal that.
Yeah, it's going to be Gandalf, and we're going to try and get it up the upcoming Wednesday.
Yeah, that's a try. Well, Ultimate Dave, as I call it, my Ultimate PC. Well, modded with really good specs. Well, not the best specs. That's good, really good specs. So it's not £4,000 worth.
Yeah.
I'll be able to mod the shit out of Skyrim and help Connor. So we're working with Connor. It might seem like Connor's doing all the work, but
he's doing the editing,
behind the scenes shit.
Yeah.
Because I've been using editing software for years now, and Connor's only been doing it for since January.
Yeah. I'm picking up.
7 months since we've started.
YouTube, I know, it's incredible.
We had like a month break, but 2 month break, but that's over.
Yeah, about a month. Yeah. So it's going to be Gandalf. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go through like the prominent characters in Lord of the Rings.
And then the Lord of the Rings, because we want them for the fans and for the movies and the books. Yeah. Then you might go into the people for the books kind of thing. If you know what I mean? Like the unknown, like the places where I mentioned.
Like, I'm pretty sure you don't know a certain Tom Bombadil.
No.
No, there you go. He's a guy who's there.
Like they're not really mentioned in the movies, are they? And shit.
He's not mentioned at all in the films,
is there not enough history?
There's a lot. There's like books on Tom Bombadil.
Yeah, so you'd be able to do stuff on that for you there, man. Our target is to increase the knowledge of the law and present Tolkien and make his work be shown, kind of thing. Yeah,
the idea actually came to me when I was watching like some old Shoddycast videos and some Angry Joe stuff. Angry Joe, I don't know, and I thought of it and I was like, I feel like rereading The Hobbit and like getting into Lord of the Rings more and the Silmarillion and that, and I was like, it'd be quality to present like the unknown works, because like people don't know how good the Silmarillion is. Like it's quality, it's right there, and like it's a slow paced book to read, but the story in it is.
Can I just say something? This is going to overtake Harry Potter for you.
It is, but I've said...
like you know a lot more about Harry Potter right now than you do in Lord of the Rings, don't you? You know more Harry Potter, like you know. Like he corrected a quiz for fuck's sake, and he's always said I know more about. I'm a bigger Harry Potter than Lord of the Rings, but this law is going to make you know a lot more.
I'll know more because it's more, but like the percentage will be way higher than Harry Potter. Because to be honest, I think Harry Potter, I'm pretty much near enough. Like I'm like 90%. Like, to be honest, like with Lord of the Rings,
there's a world. It's literally a world.
I'm like 6 or 7, where the majority of people will be like 0.3 because like there's so much.
It's literally a world with history in it. It's like it's created a world which has got its own history, and we want to show you that. And
the script writing that took me like 3 days to write in total, actually, because it took me 2 days to get the full the notes that I showed you on Skype. Yeah. It took me a few days because like I read the Lord of the Rings wiki, which gave it like a brief overview, and then I went to like Tolkien Gateway.
And it was like cross-referencing to make sure they're correct, and so we're hoping to make sure it's accurate, and
I want to get it right as possible. I want to like present it because like I said before, we're going to start off with like the prominent characters like Gandalf, Aragorn, and things like that, and like Legolas, and I'm going to avoid Frodo and Bilbo because they're not alive for that long. Like they're shown in the films, so like that kind of style is going to show how to work. But then I'm going to do characters like Tom Bombadil and Drogo and Elrond and people like that.
So when this does come out, just give it a like, subscribe, and share it as long as possible. Because we're putting so much effort into this, and we would
Jesus, the effort is extraordinary.
It's a lot of work, There's only 2 of us, so it's a lot of work. Like, Shardicast has got like 6 people working for him.
They've
like,
got way more. They've got a ton of people on there. Have you seen the credits at the end?
No.
It's like a fucking film.
We've got a voice actor, we've got people making the scenes, but this is just me and Connor going in Sky, finding the correct scenes ourselves and stuff. So it's a lot of work and effort, and we'd like you if you supported us. So.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're going on about. And I want to create something like, if you're going like thinking why are you using Skyrim, like it is Skyrim because I wanted it to be different and show, because it's showing Lord of the Rings places.
And it does look like Gandalf. He actually does look
like
the character he created.
Yeah,
closest we could do with Skyrim.
Yeah, and like we've got the robes and everything. We've got Shadowfax. We've got like all the mods to make Lord of the Rings in Skyrim basically, and this is gonna like last throughout.
Yeah.
And like and then when we get the screenshots or the footage, me and George, George, not me, George is gonna like edit it to make it look.
I could even, if I learn it, I've got to do After Effects. I can make it into a book kind of thing. So when you like turn it through them and it zooms in. That's a big if. Whereas they've got to learn the technique, because I vaguely know how to do it, but it's not very good. But I'd still be able to do shit like that.
Yeah, then we could do that, and then we get together to put it all together, basically.
And then make that'll be the draft, and if it's happy with it, or we like upload
we'll put it on,
uploaded. But yeah,
and plus we're doing this in between work as well. Like
we're working.
We've got a lot going on, and then like the one after when we're going to have to do 2 very quickly, because there's going to be a week when I'm in Ireland and you're in France.
It's France, yeah.
So there's like a lot that's going to be.
As soon as we pretty much finish Gandalf, we'll get straight onto the other one, and maybe as soon as we've got that ready to not uploaded, we'll start. As soon as it's like ready and edited, we'll start with the other one. So we've got 2. Like I've got 3 weeks tomorrow. 3 weeks. What day is it? 3 weeks tomorrow. Well, 3 weeks on Friday till I go on holiday. So we might be able to get 2 of them done.
Yeah, well I go away in 2, 3. I go away roughly the same time as you, actually.
So we'll just edit during that.
I go away that Sunday.
So I'm gonna get. There'll be a video still uploaded, of course, like because I'm getting my PC. I'll be able to do my Skyrim series and my Far Cry series.
Yeah.
The other series might do.
Well, we'll be able to get one in there, mate. We'll plan it to get one in there to like upload on the Wednesday.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll list it when somehow one of us won't be on our phone, just publish it.
Yeah. And like it's probably more likely to be George, because I'll be in Ireland and I'm in the countryside and the internet is.
There'll be a free cafe.
It's like way worse than George.
There'll be a cafe somewhere where I'm staying, and it's a family kind of thing still. So
I think we'll leave it there for this episode.
And Glowing for Great, you must be fucking buzzing your tits off right now. Really doubled what you asked for.
He's just there like orgasm, like, oh yeah, 57 minutes, fucking yeah.
But we missed your questions. We
come back next week.
So ask voice questions to glorytv@gmail.com. Just add a thing.
If you wanna ask questions to the Twitter, I'll probably try and get there more. But you're best doing it on the wiki or in the comments of this, or email. Email is probably the best. The wiki is probably the best bet, because I check that quite a lot. The comments are the next best thing, and then email for voice questions, because I check email near enough every day. To be honest with you.
I don't think it's not linking with my thing that well.
Yeah, it's linked with my phone like as good.
So we'll stop it. Try just before the hour mark. So yeah. I hope you guys have enjoyed a lot of talk. I know one of the feedback said to stop rambling, but we've been requested numerous times to. We want this to be a podcast. This is a podcast.
Exactly. It's
not a news article or news where you want it quicker.
Yeah, we briefly go over the news at the beginning.
We want to bring you more detail than you can get, by reading an article. We want everything to be in one thing, and then our views and opinions on it. So, it's like SOM Weekly. We're not that. Not SOM Weekly. ESO Weekly. That was around 45 minutes.
Yeah.
From Shadowcast. So.
And plus, the last 15 minutes of this, we've been talking about things we've been coming.
Exactly. So we don't. Some people may have skipped this. So.
Yeah, but like I think the hardcore SOM fans will be here going like.
Glad Great, Mac the.
Persuado Bread, Guahe, you're all there. A wiki user, Andy Salisbury, he's still here. They're all there at Monmouth, just watching down like Lord of the Rings.
They've probably got to fit like a 200-inch screen of our voices.
Yeah, that's all the time. Then I was like a 200-inch screen, and just like our faces, just like me, just like there, like.
Do you know when in primary school and your teacher says watching a film and we get on the carpet to watch a film with smart TV?
That's
I've got a huge carpet. I go,
yeah,
that's so weekly. I mean, like, you gotta cross your arms first.
Yeah.
So I can.
We'll end it there.
Okay, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, donate to further record to our channel. So you never know, we might buy a voice actor one day, but probably not. We're not that rich.
And also, subscribe and you have to follow the girls.
Goodbye.